Thank you. Hi there, my name is Kate and I'm working at Research and Development Company as a research scientist. Recently I've got a promotion and now I'm in charge of several people, and people are of different ages. So I have to understand how to communicate with them so that they can work effectively. I was wondering if people of one age group have their characteristic features. Are there any shortcuts to understanding them better? I did some research and I stumbled upon the notion of generations. You may not have ever noticed that we are living in the world where 4 different generations interacting every day at work. So, have you ever heard of Zoomers, Boomers, or other generations? Yes. Yeah, because when I just started, I had heard something about generations, but I was also curious. If we really need this division, is it useful? Can generations learn from each other? And here is what I found out about generations. Now you see an ordinary workplace where colleagues of different ages are communicating. Let's look at them in particular. This is Albert. He is 60 years old. He belongs to baby boomer. Do you know why they are so named?
Maybe that was baby boom after the war.
Yeah, you are right. Right after World War II, people felt relieved that the war was over and they started giving birth to children. So this increase in birth rate was called baby boom. Baby boomers are hardworking, they appreciate competition, they love effective face-to-face communication, they are loyal to careers. For instance, Albert has been working for the company for 25 years. They kind of live to work. And, oh my gosh. Here is Helen. She is 42 years old. She belongs to Generation X, or also called the lost generation. But why are they lost? Who lost them? That's because their hard-working parents, baby boomers, left them alone after school and didn't pay a lot of attention to them. Generation Xers value material achievements and financial well-being as an example of stability. But despite the fact that they're hardworking, they still appreciate work-life balance. They work to live. For example, Helen is an executive, but she still spends a lot of time on her husband, children, a dog, etc. Here is Kyle. He is 28 years old. He belongs to Generation Y, also called millennials. They are digital natives, so they can easily work flexibly and they are good at multitasking. They value individualistic achievements like self-development, freedom, travel, and also they are concerned about global problems. They are not afraid of economic difficulties. That's why Kyle does not save money for a rainy day. He takes a car and car sharing, rents an apartment. On the other hand, he has been to 10 different countries and speaks 4 languages fluently. Here is Jenny. She is 20 years old. She belongs to Generation Z, also named Zoomers. They were born with a smartphone in hand, so they are more digital natives, and they are used to online communities, which is less stressful instead of having face-to-face communication. They believe in online education, which is time-saving, so that's why Jenny can now balance work and study now. An interesting fact is that she has 8-year-old brother. Which generational group do you think he belongs to? Yeah, you're right. This is Generation Alpha. You may not have ever heard of them, except this lady. And they are young. The first of them are 11. I think they will be the most educated and tech-savvy generation in history. And for now, I would like you to answer these questions and to check your understanding if you got the previous information. So the first question, who do you think prefers to communicate using face-to-face interaction?
Baby boomers.
Yeah, you're right, baby boomers, because the younger generation has online communities for that. Next one. The company is considering obligating employees to separate ways. Which generational group will be the most encouraged?
Millennials.
Yeah, you're right. And because they are concerned about the future of our planet. Next, which generations can easily blend work and life and prefer flexible working hours? Millennials and Zoomers, yeah, because they're tech savvy, they can work flexible, any place, anytime. And for now, I've prepared some cases from a real workplace that can help you to understand how different generations behave in specific situations. Like once extremely productive Helen started to slack off, means to start working less hard than usual. And what should her boss do to motivate her? Tell her off, give her a more challenging project, offer her a couple of days off for free, highlighting the importance of her work for a company, or offer her a little bonus if she shows stable increase in productivity throughout the month. C and D, right questions, because Generation Xers value financial rewards, but still they really appreciate work and life balance. Kyle is working on a really important project. He is feeling that he's burning out. What could help him to regain strength? Asking for a promotion, taking a couple of days off for a change of scenery, asking his colleague for help, or signing up for a course how to manage your time. B and D. Yeah, you are right, B and D, because Generation Y, millennials, value individualistic achievements like self-development, travel, etc. I can see that you understood the differences clearly, because when I just started my research, I wasn't sure if knowing about generations would help me. But now I see that different of each age group have their common characteristics, and an expert in gerontology said that we define generations because when you are born affects your attitude, your perceptions, your values, your behaviors. But isn't it strange that we are labeling people based on their age? Because on their age. So it's strange because the important thing that while all these separations can be useful, all of us are individuals, and we can't trust these descriptions blindly. It's like with horoscopes. Like you can identify with one or two characteristics being a Sagittarius or a Leo, but you won't ever fit your star signs descriptions exactly. And here is my colleague. He's a baby boomer. He is very hardworking and competitive. He can work 13 hours per day, and he's loyal to careers as a typical baby boomer. But however, he's very creative and quick-witted. He is present on all social media, and he is really tech-savvy. It seems to me that he is more millennial than I am. So now I can see that limits are erased, and a baby boomer can easily combine both millennials and Zoomers traits. So Do you guys remember the questions that I asked you in the beginning? Like, is it important to divide people into these divisions, generations? Is it useful? Are there any shortcuts to understanding people better? These are extremely complicated questions, and people are still trying to find an answer. So I'm not going to give you a right answer on how you should exactly act. But after all my research, I know for sure one thing, that every person is unique. So just be thoughtful, open-minded, and you won't ever have any problems with communication. Thank you. Here is questions.